Alright, in this video, I'll show you guys the best ways you can level up in Doors. That sounds crazy, but Doors just added a new ranked mode, and you can get 5 different achievements. So there's currently 5 ranks that you can be in Doors. So you begin as unranked, and then the first one is Starter, second one is Combatant, the third one is Soldier, fourth is Warrior, and the last one is called Bloxer. So one of the first tips I want to give you is make sure your movement is really good so that you can outperform all of the other players. Make sure you're jumping, make sure you're using the slide ability. That is the most overpowered way you can easily get in front of all the other players. Now this game mode isn't actually about being the first person to beat the Doors, but rather it is who can collect the most points in a single game. So just playing around, running around, taking boosts, hiding in closets give you points, but what you can do to boost your points even more is hitting other players' random objects that you find around the whole map. This will ensure that the person in front of you isn't ahead completing all the tasks before you, and it's gonna give you a head start. It's kinda obvious that you wanna do that. Alright, the most overpowered tip I can give you is if you find the Starlight item, the vial of Starlight, the bottle of Starlight, whatever, the Curious Light item, hold on to it because that is the most overpowered item in the game. So after the first 7 minutes are up, it doesn't matter who's got the highest points, or it doesn't matter who's still alive. What matters is who the last player is. So once the 7 minutes are up, sudden death begins. And during sudden death, literally a banana peel can kill you. You take 1 damage and you're dead. You're completely out of the ranked match. But if you have a lot of health from Curious Light, with the vial of Starlight, the bottle of Starlight, whatever, you'll realize that you'll see that you can actually take hits even after the sudden death 1-hit KO. Moves are now open. So the Curious Light items are the most precious things that you can carry in your inventory, as well as you'll find these boosters that boost your health as the Curious Light health bar. Alright, the next tip I can give you is make sure you're collecting the boosts from every single room, because the boost is really important. Boost will make sure that you're not always behind, and you can slide down with the boost even faster. Alright, the next tip I want to give you is hold on to the crucifix that you find. The crucifix is one of the most important items in this ranked game mode, because just like the Curious Light items, the crucifix allows you to stay alive even after the sudden death has started. So it's one of the most important items that you can carry. Some additional tips I can give you is make sure you're collecting food like cheese, bread, and whatever the food item, the drinks, because they're gonna help you boost your health really fast. Another item that is really helpful is the hide anywhere box. So this hidey box will literally save you from all the entities, and the flying entities like Rush, Ambush, and Blitz. Now Blitz is actually really annoying, so just make sure you're hiding in the closet properly and in time so that you don't take a lot of damage, because the flying entities actually deal the most amount of damage. You have like 3 little health bars, and each flying entity, if it hits you, it takes away one of those little health bars. So make sure you're hiding properly. Make sure you're griefing all the other players constant, because if you grief them, they're gonna lose health and momentum, which will eventually eliminate them. So use your bombs, use your stun grenade, and all the other griefing items to slow all the other players down. So what actually gives you the most points are actually coming out first or second, then it's how many rooms you have survived, then it's how much gold you collect, and how much griefing you do to other players. So mainly what you want to do is you want to either come first or second, because that's where you'll score the highest. Now how many ranks are actually in the new ranked mode? So first you actually begin as a nothing rank, as unranked, and then the first rank you're given is Starter, the second one is Combatant, third one is Soldier, fourth one is Warrior, and finally the last one is Bloxer. In order to get to the Bloxer rank, which is the highest rank that you can get as of now, is you have to collect 85,000 points in order to get that rank. You don't have to be the fastest player, you just have to be the last player. And guiding light is always there in the dark room. So if there's a room with a key, then the key is always going to be glowing. So just follow guiding light and you should always get the key and the right door. You don't actually have to. Be careful because other players can steal items from you. So if you're not the first person, you might lose a crucifix or some other item, especially the starlight items. And if you come across these rooms, what you want to do is you want to actually go to the top floors first, because you can actually go down faster because you're sliding. So if the top rooms aren't actually the way to go, you can easily slide down. So make sure you're going fast enough, but not too fast to the point that you miss all your items. And so there are some items that are genuinely better than some others, so those should be your priorities, because like the starlight items and the crucifix, as well as the stun grenades. And make sure to grief other players as much as you can. And if you find the golden gun, you can actually kill someone in one hit. This is so fast paced. Who knocked me down? Crap. Yo, everyone took damage. Frick. Ambush. This guy sucks. Frick. He killed me. No. Alright, I actually have the highest score in this game. Crap. Go. Oh. Alright, can we beat this guy? We just have to beat this dude. No. Get up. Yep. Knocked him out. Alright, gotta somehow grief this dude. Yep. Knocked him out. Oh god, no! Yo, I survived that? That is crazy. Frick, we're both dead! Oh no, I placed first. Okay. Alright, I was the best player, so I got 2,000 score for being the best player. And I got 450 for hiding and stealing the closet from other players. So griefing will give you the second highest points. Dude, this game mode is so fun. So yeah, that is how you can rank fast indoors ranked mode. This mode is super fun, and there's gonna be more ranks that are gonna be added in the future, so it's gonna get harder and harder. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video.